The 1911 and the high power designs don't have a hammer drop safety anywhere in the traditional systems. Part of the SFS system's agenda was to close up some things that by modern standards today would be considered marginal safety designs. And what I mean by that is handguns today are expected to not fire when they have a drop on the butt of the gun, or in the case of a hammer fired pistol, a hammer drop. Now this is very, very current because the SIG had a problem. The specific problem, the SIG, and I'm talking about for the U.S. Army, the one that won and then had problems that they said, oops, we spoke too soon. They almost spoke too soon. The problem that pistol had was dropped on the butt of the gun, they could fire. And the Glock, with their own manual safety, failed the same drop test. This system, rather than relying on just the stability of the hammer and the sear in the event of a hammer drop, cocked or not, you still have the potential of inducing contact with the firing pin by a hammer drop. With the SFS system, on the other hand, if you drop it on the hammer, generally you're just going to put it on safe. And in the SFS system, you'll see right here, this is a drop safety. It's a mechanical drop safety right there. It does not allow the hammer to contact the firing pin until the trigger is pulled. Trigger is pulled, that cams down or rotates down, and then allows the hammer to go home to the firing pin. So the SFS system takes 1911s and high powers that have no protection and are subject to fail from a drop on the butt of the gun, just like the SIG did, and actually doubles up on the safety protection in the event of a hammer drop. Hammer drops are a thing that to be concerned about with hammer fired weapons in a serious engagement situation, or a situation where it's possible to lose control of one's handgun, because actually in a couple of different ways. The method that this handgun is put onto safe is the first difference maker in having a drop safety, because if you drop on the hammer, you put it on safe, rather than a drop on the hammer that could compromise the sear-hammer tooth relationship in the traditional operating system, for which there is no backup plan. There's no net when that happens. And yes, 1911s and high powers traditionally, because of their traditional operating system and its design, hammer drop safeties were not a thing back in the day. The SFS system, one of the intentions or built-in design factors of the SFS system was it closes down that marginal safety aspect of both the 1911 and the high power.